YouTube right there. Insta360 just released their new camera, and it is a mix between a 360 camera and an action camera.
Now this little camera is quite amazing. As you can see, it comes apart. So here we go. The base comes off, which is their battery, and then there's multiple modules on this battery. That's the screen module. This is a 1-inch Leica sensor, I believe, which is great for low light. And not only that, there's a 360 module, so that can essentially turn this action camera into a 360 camera. And this is your standard 4K Hero action camera. So when you put it together, it can fit together as a normal action camera. So basically you've got 3 cameras in one. You've got your 360 camera, your action camera, and they will be bringing out this Leica later on, which gives you great low light. So if anyone's used a 360 camera and it's broken before, maybe it's fallen over, maybe the lens has got scratched, Insta360 is bringing out these lens protectors as well. So there's 3 modules that can be added to the camera. There's the 4K wide angle module, there's the 1-inch action module as well, and then there's the 5.7K 360 module. And this gives great flexibility for creators to be able to create what they want. Another big improvement over the Insta360 One X is that it records in H.265 100 megabits per second. Because it's recording in H.265 at 100 megabits, you're likely to see a crisper looking picture, even though the quality of the sensor is probably about the same size as the Insta360 One X. This camera also has voice control, and anyone who has used a GoPro and uses voice control on a GoPro knows that that's a great tool to have whilst you're out and about on the go. 2 other features that pros are going to love is grid lines. It introduces grid lines. So for 360 users, grid lines, you'll be able to really line up your shots better and get sort of stabilized linear looking shots. Another added feature that the pros would love is histograms. So the great thing about histograms is you'll be able to adjust the color settings and see the result on the histogram. So you'll be able to get great images while you're out and about on the go. Another potentially killer feature is the stabilization in low light.
And for those fans of action cameras and 360 cameras, you and I know that low light quality is a big issue here because generally we don't get really good footage.
Yeah, because the sensors are so small on these things that low light just sucks, let's face it. So what this does is it increases the shutter speed and increases the ISO to try get that low light footage looking good.
All of that in one little camera, and honestly I'm really curious to see what the quality is gonna look like.
Another feature is this camera uses AI technology to remove sensor noise. One killer feature again for the pros is ProRes 422 export. Another feature that this camera adds is DNG 9. So what this does is this stitches together 9 different shots, so you get a really good HDR, high dynamic range for photos. The software for this camera adds a really cool stop motion feature, which takes the footage you record and automatically provides a really cool stop motion effect. Some other amazing features of the software that comes with this camera is to really push the limits on AI. So basically, once you put it into the studio, automatically can trim and automatically can focus on the subject. So if you're recording a 360 view, this camera can record that, and then in the studio you can have it automatically track a person or a subject in that field, and you can also have it automatically trim the footage, so that's really cool.
So the price for this little powerful camera is $480, which doesn't include the Leica lens, which they will be bringing up in the later stage. So what do you think? Are you surprised? Did you expect like a camera that works like a robot and is put together like this? I didn't expect something like this. I'm curious. I want to see how practical it is in real life and what you guys think.
Like, subscribe, and make sure you check our later videos because we want to compare the KuCam 8K to this camera setup, and check out the links for both cameras to purchase below. Have a great day and see you later.